Hi, friends. Welcome back.
Hello, hello, hello.
How was your week? How was your week? Let us know.
How's yours? Hot. Yes, hot. Yeah. Sweaty, yucky.
Yeah, I feel
hot.
that.
But all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. How about you?
Good week. It was a long week. It was a hard week. My husband had traveled on a work trip. And this would have been the first time since my dad's passing that we've been apart, with the exception of right after he passed, I traveled with my mom to Texas to get a few things. And I don't count that because I was still kind of in shock. You know, I hadn't let myself process the grief yet. And so kind of since I stopped moving and processed it or started processing it, we've not been apart. So it was hard. It was hard being without him. But he's home now. So life is better. Yeah. So it was a good week. A long week, but a good one. I can't
Celebrated
complain.
a big milestone birthday.
It's true. My sister-in-law turned 21. Woo woo. Wish her happy birthday in the comments. So we got to celebrate her in style, which was fun because I got to flex my creative muscles, which I'm so sad because I don't think I got pictures of it other than the group picture, but I got to make a banner for her. So maybe I'll ask the people in the picture if they mind, and if they don't mind, I'll pop it up there before uploading. But I got to make a banner for it, which is super fun, and I did make a little cake topper. We're going to do a family birthday dinner, so I'm going to use it for that. So it was kind of fun getting to be creative. Patty here keeps doing watercolors and just making me so jealous, and I want to sit down and do watercolors with you one of these days. Maybe today. We'll see. It's a little bit quieter today. So. Yeah, so that was big. It was fun. It was great to go out with her and pretend to be young again, and, you know, loud bars and, you know, drinking more than you probably should. So it was fun. And I got to take her to the liquor store so she could buy her first big girl purchase, which was fun too. Like, my baby's all grown
so
up.
excited.
I've known her since she was like 5. So it's been a long time. 6? 6. Anyway. So, welcome back, friends. If you're just tuning in and you don't know who we are the Rustic Girls. We're a mother-daughter duo who have loved for my entire life all things repurposed, reloved, and rehomed. And so it's vintage, it's antique, it's, you know, things that maybe just got a little too worn and needed a little love.
Maybe even curbside finds.
Curbside finds, exactly. Things that needed a little extra love to be good again, but they were good. We're all about creating beautiful homes, living intentional lives, and pursuing our creative dreams, which means trying new things, stretching ourselves, and that just not giving yourself artificial limits. And we owned a home decor antique shop in which we did workshops, and that kind of is where that passion for our own homes and our own lives spread to other women. And we really just love being able to pour into the women, to encourage them that everyone is creative, no matter how much you don't think you are. It's in you. You just haven't found the right medium yet.
Speaking of creative,
yeah, I've got paint. My leg is really painted, but I've got paint all over me. Yeah, I don't want to wobble the camera.
That's all right.
My leg is covered in paint from doing another gift. We did finger paint thumbprints on a bag for Auntie to give her on her birthday dinner, and then I took black paint to make flowers. So I'm covered in paint. But yeah, so just encouraging and empowering other women that they are creative, giving them skills and insights to how to create and curate for their homes, and just to be really intentional about how we spend our times and what we spend it on. So that's us in a very rambly splurb.
Nutshell.
Yeah.
Not really.
A rambling nutshell.
Nutty nutshell.
Big one. Nutty nutshell. So yeah, welcome. The business we shut down a couple years ago, but we brought this back. Coffee with the Rustic Girls. So grab a cup.
So depending on the time of day, sometimes it's coffee, sometimes it's tea, sometimes it's
a little something else.
Oh.
But yeah, grab a cup and join us. So today we thought it might be fun. Oh wait, I got new glasses.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about that. They're transitions, so that's why my face you can only half see it. What do you think, guys? Be nice to me. But yeah. So today we thought we'd talk about if everything reset. So you woke up and everything in your house was gone except like the basics. You had a couch and you had a bed and you had
Some
basic
magic
cookware, appliances. You had all that still.
Some fairy came in overnight and just moved everything out except those necessities.
Necessities.
Gave
That
you a
is it.
clean, fresh slate.
What are the first 10 things you would replace or bring back in? So the understanding, we were discussing the parameters for this. And the understanding was that if it was like sentimental stuff, it's not like a tornado or something else where you lose things.
Right.
It's just out of your home. So what are the first 10 things?
They're all out on the front lawn.
Yeah, they're on the front lawn.
So you have all the basics. You have all the necessities. You have your appliances.
You have a bed, you have a couch, you have a table.
But anything that's extra.
Mm-hmm. So would be, and I will say I only lightly thought about this because I had a long day yesterday. So I'm definitely gonna be going off the cuff, which means mine are not necessarily in like most important to least important.
Yeah,
it's just
mine won't be either.
Okay. All right, so here we go. What's yours? What's your first thing?
Well, so on the assumption that I've got basic cookware, but I would want to make sure that I have like several. I don't have as many as I used to, but I have 2 cast iron pans that I use all the time. Probably the smaller one I use more now because it's just me. But I would want to make sure that I have my cast iron because, excuse me, while it's not sentimental,
Hang on. Sorry, guys. There's still some trucking noise, but there's a big train coming through, and it's so loud. So I paused it. Go ahead.
Cast iron.
So you bring your cast
iron.
So
yeah. So it's not sentimental. Unfortunately, I didn't keep my mom's because at that point in my life, I wanted flashy, new,
shiny
modern,
pans with anti-stick.
Cookware. Yeah. And I've since come to appreciate and learned how. I think that's the big frustration for some people with cast iron is they don't get past that learning curve, and so they just think, ugh, it's horrible, it's hard to clean, it's hard to cook in, blah blah blah, everything sticks. But once you get over that learning curve, love it. So I would definitely want to have that because I use it basically every day.
Yeah, I love that. It would not be one of my first. I don't know if it'd be in my top 10 because I am one of those people who have struggled to get past the learning curve, which is, I think, going to be maybe I want to do a challenge for myself, like once a month, like every month, try something new, and maybe one of my months this winter will be just cooking with cast iron for a month and seeing if I can So you'll see a lot of burnt, crusty pans. But no, so for me, I think one of the first things I would bring back in is all my throw pillows. So I think with my bed and with my couch, I am a huge fan of throw pillows. I love them because they just make it feel a little more oomphy, bougie. They're a little bit more comfy. And you have your couch throw pillows, and it's nice. Like as a girl with a belly, when I sit down, I love to have a pillow on my lap. And it's nice when you lay down, take a nap. You can put your hand in the pillow or whatever, right? So I think one of the first things for me would be throw pillows. Comfort.
Yeah, I've always loved throw pillows, and ironically, your dad didn't, especially like extra pillows on the bed. Even on the couch, he would always just shove them away.
Yeah. I don't think men get them.
They don't. But unfortunately, even though now I could have like 5 million throw pillows and there's nobody to complain, my cat does. Yeah. So I don't know if I would bring most of my throw pillows back in, even because I haven't had the heart to get rid of them yet, but they're all stacked up in places where I don't appreciate them because somebody's been struggling since Papa died, and So he gets
His
weird.
expression of his grief that he most often goes to is marking things with his smell.
Yeah. But there
Yes,
is
we're talking about you,
one.
buddy.
There is one that I would bring back in, and I have guarded this one with my life to protect it. Is I have a long one that says "just relax," and
Shoot. All right, guys. Speaking of amazing sister-in-law, she was calling me and I forgot to silence my phone. So anyway, we're back. Okay,
Never
so you
dull
have the
moments.
one. And
Yes,
it's
I have the
longer.
one. It's longer and it's a pretty bright yellow, not obnoxiously bright, but it says "just relax." And your daddy bought me that in the last, well, gosh, last 6 months of his life. Yeah. And because he was all about, he embraced retirement right out of the gate, and
Literally day one.
yeah, day one. And me, like, I went through all sorts of, it's funny to me to even call it grief now that I've experienced such deep grief, but it was grief. I went through a lot of grief after closing the shop, and then, you know, figuring out, like, anyways, I was always like spun up about stuff, and so he was always just relax, just relax. And then he found this pillow one day, and so he's like, I'm buying this for you, so you have this reminder. And the fact that it's a throw pillow and he bought it, that's just something extra special. So yeah, that would be my one. That was on my original list. So
that's fun. Okay, well, I mean, does that mean it's back to me, or is it still you?
It's back to you. I mean, I kind of just rolled.
You rolled right into
commentary.
Your next one. Let's see. I've only done one so far. I've done throw pillows.
Throw pillows.
I would bring back my. I want to say my books, but it feels too big of a category. So I'm going to say very specifically a small stack of books.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Silas Marner, which is one of my favorites that my grandpa gave me and it has his handwriting. I have a Jane Eyre that's like a super old antique copy of it. Well, yeah. I have a Pride and Prejudice that's also old. And I know there's like two other books. I'm blanking what they are. Okay, you know I'm going to toss into those in the mix of the books is my two family Bibles. I have of my two grandmas, my Nana and my grandma. Those books, I specifically would want back in my home. Hang on one second. Our kitty needs attention. Okay, well, we got him fresh water, moved his location to a shadier spot. This lounge chair of his. Yes, he has his own lounge chair. So, and I also clipped him to our bench. So if he wants to come see his mommy, he can. So hopefully he does not keep being sad, but we're going to move forward. So yeah, I think those 5 books would be ones I'd want to bring in.
Yeah, you know, I thought about books, you know, before I, you know, because I thought, well, yeah, I would bring my books and some music, some DVD. And then I went, if I had to choose, if I really had to pare down, like, I'm sure there probably, if I thought about this very hard, there probably are, I would have a small stack, but I thought I have a library card now. So, like, if I had to, if other things were more important to me, I don't know if I would bring books. So,
some that are like sentimental.
Yeah, well, I mean,
not really.
Hey, yes, buddy. I mean, there's ones I definitely keep, but they're just not coming to mind right now. Right. So that makes me question, like,
well, how important are they?
How important are they really?
Yeah.
I would definitely bring my Bible though.
Yeah.
I don't have family ones anymore. They've all been passed on. But I would definitely bring that.
Which is great advice as you get older. Give the sentimental things. That's something my mom started talking about this last year. was give the sentimental things away. Well,
Mhm.
you can still tell their stories of why
Mhm.
they matter.
Mhm.
Because yeah, when we had to empty my grandparents' house, there's so much like, I saw one the other day. There was an old lady saying, write the names on the back of your pictures because there's
Yes.
nothing sadder. And I agree. In the shop, the pictures of
Use a photo safe pin to do it, but
but the names, because I mean that was my grandmother,
Mhm.
my grandparents' house was. There are so many things lost because I'm like, I'm sure these people are relatives, but I have no idea who they are.
yeah, and I think
So
everybody deals with that. I've got photos. I've got, some that I've tried to piece together because there were some photos that were marked. So I'm trying to figure out, is that,
face to face. She
but
wants my
yes.
house now. He likes
Um,
to jump in my living room window when he can.
so yeah, I would bring my Bible.
Gosh, he's getting himself up.
Maybe a book or two. I don't
All right.
know. I'd have to
You have to think about
scan
that
through
one a
my
little bit
pile. Scan through the pile laying out on my lawn.
harder. Okay. So I did, let's see, pillows and books. I think I would bring in, next I would bring in some board games. I would say like maybe our top 5 board games, which Catan, Parks, I'm trying to think of what like we play all the time. Oh, I know. Backgammon. Should we Catan on the road? Because I don't like Catan nearly as much as I like Catan on the road. And 2 others. I don't know. I just think a little bit harder. But I think like 5 of our top 5. Because even board games, like I love our games, but we have so many. And we even just recently culled to make room because we're out of space in our cabinets. And that's kind of my like, we just need to pare down, you know?
The container concept.
Yeah, the container concept. It always you have so many. And there's like 5 or 6 games we never play. Or I even could see us potentially, my husband will say no, but I could see us getting rid of Catan because we got Catan and we got the expansion, so all 6 of us could play. And then someone gave us Catan on the road, and it's like Catan, but in a much smaller. Because if you've ever played Catan, it's like 20 minutes of setup, and this is like 2 minutes of setup, and so it's just a lot faster and a lot less involved. And so, anyway. All that to say, I would pare down on a lot of our games. I think I'd only bring back like 5, our top 5 favorites that we play a lot. That's fine.
Well, games would definitely not be on my list because I'm alone now. A, but B, I've never been.
I've been Payday.
No, I mean you would probably have it.
I'll probably bring Payday back in.
I've never been much of a game player. I don't like playing games on my phone. The only one I played like for a short time was there was a bowling game I had, and that there was something about that, just like slinging the ball and stuff. And I was just slinging the ball. Like I wasn't really.
It was just the relaxing.
Yeah. Never. Just games are just not my thing.
You like that motion? You'd like Tinder. JK.
This is not my thing. Like I don't like trying to learn how to play games. I don't. I mean, I've been lured in a few times, and it's been fine. I'm not competitive, and it's just. I don't want to say the thing that comes to mind. I want to say is it's a waste of my brain space. Is trying to learn that, and it's not that it's a waste because I know games are like good.
I think that's fair of yours.
It's just not my thing. Yeah,
everyone's got things that are like
just
what they enjoy and what challenges their brain.
Yeah,
it's not the only way to challenge your brain.
But I would bring a little. I would say right now. I don't have all the crafting things that I used to have. And right now my thing is with the watercolors. So I would bring my watercolor supplies. Because that's right now currently that has proven to be a good creative outlet for me. And
yeah, I think he wrapped himself around all of my raspberry bushes and is now stuck. Yeah, okay.
That's cool.
One more interruption, guys. Okay, now that the king has been retired to his parlor, we're going to try to finish this video with no more interruptions.
So yeah, I would bring those and my yeah,
A little bit of craft supplies
just little
for
small.
watercolor.
Hmm.
I think I would bring. Well, I hate to just copy you, but I'm gonna say craft supplies. But I'm gonna say, for me, I'm gonna borrow your watercolor to try to learn,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna bring my own. I'm gonna bring my adult coloring books
Okay.
with some really nice. I'm gonna bring something I don't own yet, guys, because I want to buy it when I have money.
Since you're getting rid of all the other stuff.
I'll have space. I'm assuming that I'm selling off the excess of that stuff, like the extra board games, and now I can buy these. So they're like, I don't even know fully what they are because I'm afraid if I fully check them out, I'm gonna like impulse purchasing them. They're like alcohol markers.
I've wanted to try
They're
those.
so pretty and
Yeah,
so vibrant, and
I've wanted to try those.
I think I would want a set of those with my adult coloring books.
Let us know if you've tried them.
Yes, please, because I want to know because they look
Yeah.
phenomenal. They look so cool and so pretty and so vibrant, and they blend so pretty. It's yeah. So I think that's what I would want. And like I said, I would probably be borrowing your watercolors to learn off of. But
Well, you know, I don't I don't have a lot of decor per se anymore.
mm-hmm.
And I find that even now, with having so little, it's the same thing as when I had a lot. There's things that you just don't even see anymore. They just kind of fall into the background. And you realize, oh, they're covered in dust. I need to. Um, but then there's the things that I do see. So I think I would bring my. I have a map. I have a map of our travels and some like they're like acrylic boards that I have stickers from places we visited. And that's one that my eyes land on all the time. Um, I look back and I remember and I can picture us being there and think about, memories. Um, and it also, as I look at that map, it's like it it's kind of dreaming about, okay, where else would I still want to go?
Mm-hmm.
So I would bring that, and I would say just a handful of photographs, framed photographs,
Mm-hmm. What's
back in.
mine? Dang it! I was so prepared. Like I got my thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Do you want me to do another one?
No, you.
Okay. Well, you seem like you were hesitating, so.
No, that was my thing. My thing
Okay.
was gonna be family pictures.
Helps.
Yeah. Uh,
Can you tell we're related?
yeah. My thing is gonna be family photos that I have framed on the walls and stuff. And then something I really, really want in my home, because right now I just use my TV and it works. But I like the idea of not bringing my TV back in my house, so which I could never get away with. But is like a digital picture frame,
Mm-hmm.
so I could just have more because it gets to a point you can only have so many frames.
Right.
Even if you have a dedicated wall that's just covered, there's just so many, and so I love the idea of just one 8x10 digital frame that could have just a ton of pictures that it rotates through. Because I love the family photos. I think that they're the story of where we've been and who we came from, and it's not really a home without that. Like that's what makes it a home is
Absolutely.
where we've been and who we came from. So family photos. And again, something I don't have yet that I'm gonna bring back in.
I have a vase that your dad bought me flowers in years ago, and I would bring that back in because it's pretty just sitting on its own. It's not like a typical vase shape. It's almost an oval rectangle kind of.
comes to a point, more like
it comes to a point, and then one end is higher than the other, and it's got like these embossed parts, frosted, yeah. And so it's pretty by itself, but it's a vessel for, flowers, dried flowers, fresh flowers, picked flowers. So, yeah, I would bring that back in because that's something special and something that I can use as well.
I'd bring back in my air fryer because what can't you cook in an air fryer?
I was assuming
that's not better.
That was part of
the appliances. I could be, but I feel like it's like an extra.
Yeah,
plug in.
Yeah, because true, we do have
I'm thinking like
lots of plug-in extra appliances,
right, that are like for bougier things.
Yeah, that I wouldn't necessarily. Yep, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Since I'm gonna roll too, now that I've thought, but I'm also gonna roll my coffee pot and my air fryer. Like those two kitchen appliances would be the ones I'd bring back in. And my frother. My frother, my coffee pot, my air fryer. That's all. That's all I need.
Yeah, I'm with you. I copy you, but since now we've established that we have to choose which appliances, the small appliances.
The rules are ever evolving.
Yeah. Definitely my air fryer, because I do use that all the time. I use that 100 times more than my microwave. I hardly use the microwave at all anymore. Yep. If it wasn't built in, I probably would just get rid of it. But then every now and then it's nice. But yeah, air fryer. I don't really use a drip coffee pot anymore.
The coffee pot?
Yeah, but I use, yeah.
It's like a stovetop brewer.
It's like it's like you can use it over a campfire. It's like the old percolator. So yeah, I'd have to bring, I guess that's the same. That's new for me. Because, I could do without. I got rid of my toaster. Took me a while. Then I figured out it's easy peasy just to toast in the air fryer. So I got rid of that. And I don't use my blender as much as I thought I would, but I'm trusting that it's just a season I'm in right now.
You use it more, yeah.
Because I used to use a blender all the time.
I like it. Well, I'm going to do one last thing because I don't know because the video got interrupted, but I'm pretty sure this is a pretty long one already, and I don't even know what number we're at. But I will finish it off because you started it off.
Okay.
With, oh, dang it, where'd it go? I had it, and I was like, I really like that. It's a good way to end it. And, oh yeah, my battery-operated candles, especially the timer ones, because that's almost all that I have, but timer candles, because they click on in the evenings, and it's so pretty, and it's so restful, and something about just the little light that's just tucked in here, there, and everywhere that just makes it feel so cozy and homey. So, my timer candles.
And I think, this is a fun, it's kind of like, what would I do if I had $1 million? It's a fun little exercise, right? But at the end of the day, it's, like I've learned that, you really do feel lighter with less objects in your home. And so like taking this, it's a fun little exercise, but it also, taking that hard look around your home.
Do we need this?
And do we really need this? Is this adding to our life or is this detracting? Like, you talked about the, the container.
If it doesn't fit, you can't put it away.
Like I'm bumping into that right now because, once you have more things that fit than will fit, what happens is you don't put them away because you have to move 30 things to put them away. So they just sit out and then it makes it worse. And, yeah, they just don't, if they don't have a home, they're clutter and they're,
well, and we were talking
cluttering your mind.
We just finished listing stuff at our local, really cool. So if you're in the Caldwell area, there's a little clothing shop that opened called The Edit, and it's fantastic. Really cool stuff from name brand to no name, from like higher end. Still a fantastic deal for the high end brand name
Mhm.
stuff, but like the cheap stuff is really cheap. So
It's like a boutique
but
clothing
it like
consignment.
elevated the thrift store clothing experience. It smells amazing. It's so cool in there, like physically cool. Like I can't even imagine what they pay for AC, but it feels like restful. It smells good. It's music, and it's just a whole vibe. It's really cool. So we consigned stuff there for a couple weeks, and then we finished our period, and we were talking about, you know, because I'm going to do a big homeschool book sale with a friend tomorrow next year, because we couldn't this year, and then I want to do a yard sale next year, and so I've started saving stuff for that. And we were discussing like the fact that there's just a weight, even if you know it's going, there's still a weight to it.
It's a weight.
And thankfully for me, it's still a mental weight a little bit, but it's lessened because it's in my in-laws' basement. But we were talking about that, like, is it worth saving to sell versus just donating it? So the clothing, I kept the nicer stuff because I think I will do it again later this year. But then some of the stuff that's just like regular clothes, it wasn't really anything special. We decided, you know, that, and I had like a purse and a few other things. We're going to donate that to the women's shelter. Because you know what, like, it's just weight. Like, I could save it for the yard sale and get like pennies on the dollar, but then I have that extra tote to deal with and to be aware of. And so, yeah, I do think take this fun exercise, but also this video is going to be so long, but also go ahead and use it as kind of a starting list to look around your home and evaluate, like, what things are here that, like, if I chose, I wouldn't bring it back. Because if I wouldn't bring it back, why is it here? It's not adding to my life, or to the life of the people who live with me. So yeah. Anyway, it was fun hanging out with you guys.
For sure.
Thanks so much for joining us and for putting up with the 800,000 interruptions we've had today. If you've noticed my suspicious head nods, it's because my children are coming out holding up pieces of food, asking me if they can eat them. And I was like, I'm not pausing to talk to you, so we're just going to say yes. Yeah. Anyway, we hope you guys have a beautiful week. And enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy the last days of summer. Do something creative this week. I'm going to sit down with her, I think, and play around with watercolor a little bit. But do something to stretch your creative muscles. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye, friends.
Bye.